You ready? Here we go. Good morning, everyone. Well, it's official. Halloween is over, and all the festivities of horror have passed. However, it's a new month. My door is open for some reason. That's in the shot. And with a new month comes new decor, new animations, a ton of games, and a lot of fun. Today on the podcast, we have a lot to talk about, including what do I do for my upcoming schedule, because we have a lot of options to weigh and balance, and I'm very curious about your opinions on what games I should be covering. In addition, we got a whole new month going on, and traditionally I do something special at the end of November, but what is it this year? Plus, we've got a bunch of news, all kinds of information and breaking news from the gaming industry. So we've got a lot to talk about this morning. And on top of all of that, we have hit 45 straight streams, hitting the goals and crushing the trolls. And if we hit 46 today live, I'm ordering Katsu burger for a very special episode of DSP Tries It on this very stream. So we have got a lot going on to talk about on today's awesome month-beginning episode of the Level 1 Podcast.
Get ready for some meaningful content, because the king is back, the king of the live stream, the king is back. Woo!
Alrighty, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to the show. A new month in effect. It is November 1st, 2024. I'm DSP. The king is here, just not in his regal attire. If you missed out on yesterday's day-long Halloween marathon, well, a lot went down. There was a lot of fun with me dressing up as a Black Knight, but also a king, King Philip. People really loved the outfit and said it was arguably my best outfit I have ever done for Halloween. I'm very glad. Keep in mind that by complete chance, was an outfit that I had bought last year, but I caught COVID and couldn't do the marathon. Saved it an entire year, only for me to have a resurgence and positivity thrown my way, people calling me the king again, and I was able to use that to my advantage and have a really great outfit for this Halloween. In addition, we played a ton of games, all right? And really briefly, in summary, here's how it went, all right? I think in order. Fear 1 doesn't work on a modern PC. It runs at an abysmally low frame rate. I tried tweaking the graphics. Nothing, absolutely nothing, let me freaking play it at all. It sucked. And people were like, oh, you can fix it if you tweak it and you download a fix and you patch it and you put it here. And I was like, guys, we're in the middle of a marathon. This is very silly. Why am I going to do that? Right? So basically, we couldn't play it. All right? Then we moved on to Fears to Fathom. Home Alone, or Alone at Home. I forget what it's called. The thing is, that was actually a creepy game. I actually enjoyed it, but it was only like 20 minutes long. So we ended up playing various different endings of it to see the different outcomes. But even then, it was way too short. Then we jumped into Black Ops 6 Zombies Co-op with the Kino Casino guys. And that was super fun. It lasted around 2 hours. We played both maps. One is Something Hill, which is a town, like a small town that gets overrun with the zombies. And then the other one is Terminus, which is more of a traditional zombies map from Black Ops. And both maps are good. Both maps were very exciting, great graphics, great gameplay. Really enjoyed ourselves. To the point where at the end we were talking, we might actually try to do it again at some point in the next month or two, because we liked it a lot and we want to kind of play more because it was very fun. So that went well, actually. And then I had my food, which was dim sum, which I ordered from a local restaurant, including 2 kinds of the bao meat buns and also some seafood dumplings. So that was nice. And then we continued on with the marathon. I played Dead by Daylight for about an hour and a half, playing with Nemesis from Resident Evil 3, as well as Chucky from Child's Play. So it was cool to play as unique killers on Halloween. And then we played more Fears to Fathom. This time, It was called, I think, Northwood Hitchhike. So this was an official, like, full episode. It wasn't the preview episode. This one was, like, about an hour long. And it was good, actually. I actually enjoyed it because it actually has checkpoints. So if you make a mistake and you die, you can reload from a checkpoint and try different options. So I actually had a really good time with that. So it was basically kind of a, oh yeah. I also tried Inscription. Sometimes I just don't get it. Like, I keep telling people, when we're doing a marathon, the idea of a marathon is that you play a game that you can play for a short period of time, but get a lot out of, right? You don't say, hey, you want to play a game? Oh, but the game has a 2-hour intro before you get to the good parts. Why would you then nominate and vote for that game for a marathon? That doesn't make any sense, but people do it every year. I swear, every year we get the game that makes no sense. Inscription is a game that's a card game, at least at the beginning. It is so boring. I'm sitting there, I'm like, you really expect me during a marathon? I've been streaming all day. I want to play fun horror games. You think I'm going to learn the rules of a card game now and try to play it on a stream where I've already been streaming like 7 hours? Do you think I give a shit? No, I don't. You know? That game is more for if you have a dedicated stream and you're ready and you're refreshed and you want to sit down and immerse yourself in this card game universe with horror elements. I don't care. It's a marathon. So that was one of the worst games I've ever played during a marathon. Very bad nomination, but it is what it is, okay? So, anyway, overall, the marathon was great. So, raised a good amount of support, by the way. I think I raised over $400 of support during the marathon, so it was better than if I had just done my 2 separate streams. I had a ton of fun. The audience seemed to enjoy it for the most part, for those who were here. And now there's an insane amount of videos to watch. Like, I think there's like 10 gameplay videos, plus the daily wrap, plus the highlight of me in my costume. And then there's also the dim sum video, Feasting with the King, that's live over on the DSP Reacts channel. So there's like a ton of gameplay. Now, here's the thing. I know that gameplay is probably not going to get a lot of views, or if it does, it'll be targeted views on the things people like, right? I'm okay with that. Listen, it took an ages to upload it too, because the thing is, when you're trying to upload all that gameplay at once, it takes ages to do. But again, I had a great time. Really, I did. I hope that you guys enjoyed. You can always watch it on demand. It's in its own playlist, but also I have it separated into a playlist that's just the 2 parts of the Zombies co-op with Kino Casino. That's its own thing. So that way you can watch either. Jasper, what are you playing with over there? He's got a wire he's playing with, but I don't recognize which one it is. What wire are you playing with? Jasper Kitty, what wire is that you have there? You're blocking my view. I can't see what it is. Come over here. Which cord was that? Oh, it was the microphone cord. Oh, that's not a big deal. If it's the mic. Oh, actually, it's the PS5 controller cord. You can boop that around. That's okay. Silly Jasper boys in the office today to start our November. Right? Very nice. So, by the way, Halloween's over. We're starting November. Now, as you know, in the United States, November is Thanksgiving month, but also shopping month, because Black Friday is coming the day after Thanksgiving with huge sales and deals all over the place. And then, of course, you got Cyber Monday, which is the biggest online shopping day. So this month is as equally about being thankful as spending and buying things for yourself. Wow, what a great message. What a great balance, right? So what I have this month, as you can see, is some new decorations. Let's show some of these off. First of all, I told you I had a couple new signs to show off in my background. This is the Sony symbol sign. As you can see, it's all the PlayStation symbols, right? It's a pretty neat light. I like it. Now, you might say, well, why Sony symbols, Phil? Well, this month is PS5 Pro month. Yes, PS5 Pro, I believe, is releasing, I want to say it's on the 7th. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's releasing on the 7th. And therefore, because of that, I'm going to be covering PS5 Pro. A fan is donating one. At least they've shown me all the information showing that they've pre-ordered it and it's shipping to my house. So, yeah, I might get it. Here's the thing, and I'm a little nervous about it. Allow me to explain. We all know PS5 Pro is very pricey, correct? Well, since I didn't buy it, I have no control over how it ships. Now, it says it's shipping on or before November 7th. You would think if it's supposed to come out November 7th, they're going to make an effort to try to have it delivered here on release day. But I'm not here November 7th, this coming week, is a day off for me. I have a bunch of appointments and things lined up for that day. I can't stream that day. I'm not even going to be home. So I'm a little nervous. They may try to deliver this thing and I won't be home. And therefore I won't be able to receive it. And I won't be able to have it. You know, I don't know what's going to happen. Will they try to redeliver it? Because here's the thing. Obviously, once I get it, right, I want to unbox it. I want to explore its features. I want to play games on it digitally. So that way we can compare, hey, does this look good, right? Like, how does this look pretty good compared to PC gaming experience? Does it look any better than these things did on regular base PS5? It'll be fun. Like, I'll probably get, like, Horizon, Forbidden West. I'll probably get God of War Ragnarok. I'll re-download those games digitally, and we'll boot them up, and we'll mess around with them a little bit to see how they perform on there, right? But now I'm nervous. Oh, we could do Street Fighter as well. Street Fighter 6, although Street Fighter 6 probably won't look any better, right? But yeah, but now, you know, I'm nervous. Like, what's going to happen? Are they going to require me to be here to sign for this thing because it's so expensive? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. So I may get it this Thursday. I may not. The thing is, I'm not going to get any information until it ships. I mean, maybe I'll get lucky and they'll ship it early. Like, maybe if they ship it on, like, the 5th and I could have it on the 6th, that would be great. But I don't know. I don't know how this is going to work. But anyway, at some point, I will receive a PS5 Pro this month, and I will unbox it, and I will hook it up, and we will do testing of it. It's going to be a fun event whenever it happens. It may be November 8th, Friday. It may not be. I don't know. It depends on when this thing arrives. Okay? So we'll go from there, I guess. Cool. So that's why I have the Sony Symbols light, and I'll probably from time to time alternate, because now I have a lot of lights, right? I have the Ghost, I have the Game Over light, I have this light, and I actually have a 4th light. But that one I'm not debuting. Maybe next month, maybe January, we'll see, right? We'll have to think about that. So I now have a bunch of things that I can alternate in my background, which is really cool, okay? In addition, obviously, as you can see, I have new Thanksgiving-themed animations on my Divoom Pixu 64 frame. I love this thing. This thing has so many animations, right? And all Halloween. We had tons of fun in October. Now we got nice Thanksgiving for November, and the next one for Christmas. Can you imagine how many Christmas animations they have for this thing? So I cannot wait. We got a turkey guy over here. It's a nice, it's like a very soft stuffed animal. He's like squishy. Like squishy. There you go. We got a little turkey here. He's got a little spritz of hair on his head. Cute. And then over here, I brought back some of the favorites. Obviously, we got the Crown and the Fallout, Vault Boy, and Sonic, which is kind of pertinent because we're beating Sonic tonight. Of course, we got a nice piece of art from Mega Man 3. Mega Man fighting Sparkman with the Shadow Man blade. But then we got 2 more turkeys. This one is dressed up kind of like a pilgrim with a pilgrim's hat. But this one, kind of cool. Now, I don't know how well this is going to sound. You guys tell me. Ready? Did you hear that? That's an actual turkey gobble. I guess it's supposed to be like from the Audubon Society or something like that. It's an actual, you know, society of people who study birds. And they captured the real gobble of a turkey, and it's in here, and it plays the sound. Can you hear it? And Jasper's going crazy. Come up and get it, Jasper. Gobble, gobble. He wants to get it. He's up here. He's all alerted. Gobble, gobble. Gobble, gobble. Should I lower the filter? Because a lot of people have been saying recently, it sounds like my mic filter is too strong. But I don't know how to fix that. I've got a noise gate, noise suppression, and a limiter. But I don't even know what to arrange. What do I change there to make it better? Like, I have no clue. I see there's a closed threshold, open threshold, noise suppression, and then just limiter. I have 3 things on here that people told me to put on, but I don't know what they do. Yeah, Jasper's on the turkey hunt. Hey, Jasper. Turkey hunt. He loves it. Oh, he's got my hair. Boy. So he likes this. He likes the sound it makes. It makes him chase because, you know, I guess it's a natural bird sound. I guess cats have like a reaction to it. So I don't know. I would change my I would change my my noise gate filters or my filters in general. If you guys can explain to me how to do it, I don't know which is which. I set them up. You guys telling me about it, months and months ago, but I don't know what they are. So if anyone has recommendations on how to adjust the noise filters on here, I would do it. If you want me to make it wider, because I guess people are saying it's cutting off too much now, right? But I don't really know. Chat is dead. What is going on? Both chats are dead. I'm looking at both chats thinking, oh, maybe someone will respond. No. Well, all right, whatever. I don't know. So, turkey's cute. We got a bunch of turkeys in the background for the month. And ladies and gentlemen, this is cool. We have animations. No longer do we have the Halloween animations. We went back to more generic animations. However, I've set up animations. You ready for this? For every single kind of contribution. Because I figured if every... Oh, thank you, Rare Tricks. I'll shout that out in a second. I appreciate that. If every contribution is counting towards our goal, why not have an animation for every contribution? Right? Now, the only one that is not gonna do anything is smaller super chats. I think it's like super chats under a few bucks and tips under 420 and single sub gifting. Okay? Those you won't see anything for. But I have set up animations for all different levels of tips. Super chats, super sticker. Well, super stickers you can't. Super stickers, for some reason, they don't show up. But super stickers, at least something shows up in the chat on YouTube. Memberships and gifted memberships will have pop-ups. And then subs and gifted subs. Well, I should say gifted subs. You know what I should do? Hold on. I'm going to do it on the fly. Because I forgot to set up like single subs and single gifted subs. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to add a variation. I'm adding different things. So this was new sub. I'm going to do a new sub and a single gifted sub animation. Okay? So bear with me for a second while I do this. Oh God, we'll do this. This is, I don't even know why I'm setting it up as this, but I am just because it's an animation I'm not using. Okay. I need to put in text. All right, so that should work. And then I'm going to do one for a single gifted sub as well. So we're going to have, on Kick, we're going to have animations for... Oh, crap. I didn't enable it. There we go. A new sub, a gifted sub, 5 gifted subs, 10 gifted subs, and 25 gifted subs, and 50 gifted subs. We're going to have different animations for each of those that I have to play. I have to play them manually, much like I manually play the animations for tips. That's how I have to do it. So here we go. 1 gifted sub. Let me do that. Why not do a silly Fallout? There we go. We'll do that. Fallout animation, just because I have it. Goes down there. And save. All right, so let's test this, all right? Let's test this. Shout out to Rare Tricks. Who just gifted a sub on Kick. Thank you, Rare Tricks, for the gifted sub on Kick. There we go. I got animation set up for Kick, as well as tips, as well as YouTube for everything. Everything is now set up. Good. Let's go ahead and get Rare Tricks on the leaderboard, our first contribution of the day. I also just received a membership from Darkside Matthew. Thank you, Darkside Matthew, for becoming a member this morning on YouTube. That's about $3. And then I received a $20 Canadian super chat from Lucifer Arise. And that's the first super chat of the day, but it's Canadian, so I have to figure out how that converts to American. Let's find out. Because I always forget. Yes, here I am. DSP, the currency converter. So 20 Canadian is $14.34 American. Wait a minute. What happened here? Something screwed up. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Okay. So with that, wait a minute. Why are there two sections? Some weird shit's going down. All right, let's get rid of this. So weird stuff's happening. Okay. So that's 14 bucks. That means we're up to $22 in support so far today. Of course, everyone, remember, today, we are continuing with our crazy support streak. We're at 45 straight streams where I've hit my support goal of $150 across all avenues. Again, it includes super chats and super stickers on the YouTube side, memberships and gifted memberships on the YouTube side, subs and gifted subs on the Kick side, and tips, which covers everything. Okay, so absolutely everything is covered and counts towards the goal. When we hit the goal today on this stream, guess what? You ready for this? Katsu Burger Reward. And in fact, when we hit it, we're going to order. And man, do they have some interesting food. I would like to remind you guys of what it is that they have over there, okay? Hold on. Here it is. And by the way, shout out to Darkside Matthew, who just did a $4.99 super sticker. Thank you, Darkside Matthew. I'm sorry that there's no pop-ups for super stickers. They never integrated those into any service for some bizarre reason. But I count it anyway, and you got a nice animation in the chat for that. Lucifer Arise just did another super chat. This one is a $29 super chat, and it says, this covers the Canadian transition. So I think what it is you're trying to do a $20 super chat. Is that what it is? Because let's see, because you just did 29. And that's $20.79. Yes. Thank you so much. So now we are up to $20.79. And so that will jump us up to $47 in contributions so far this morning. So we're nearly a third of the way to our Katsu Burger reward goal. All right. So what is Katsu Burger? What they do is they take meat that normally would be formed into a patty for a burger, such as a hamburger, a pork burger, a chicken burger, or even a tofu burger. And they fry it like katsu. You ever had katsu from Japan, Japanese cuisine? It's that style of frying. And then they make these unique burgers that usually have like shredded cabbage, a special mayo, other condiments that make them taste more Asian than anything. Okay? So today, when we hit the goal, not if we hit the goal, when we hit the goal today, folks, all right, we're ordering not one, but 2 different burgers from Katsu Burger. In addition, I'm going to order, oh my God, I don't know if we're going to get one of these because these are just insane. They're way too big. In addition, we're going to order some fries. And I'm thinking we should order the nori fries, which is roasted seaweed flakes on fries. Apparently, this is their signature fries that everyone likes. And I'm going to order one of these sides as well. I don't know if I want to try the bonsai bites or karaoke, Japanese deep fried croquettes with potatoes and veggies. I'll try some of it. So we're going to get a side, fries, and 2 burgers. And it's going to be a big episode of DSP Tries, a very special one, because this is something that's only in the Pacific Northwest of the United States. You can't get it anywhere else. It's not a chain that's like worldwide or even nationwide. So this is so unique. You'll be able to see something really cool here on stream, all right? So let's get some support going. Thank you so much, Lucifer Arise. Thanks, Darkside Matthew. Thank you, Rare Tricks, the 3 people who have supported so far this morning. I appreciate it. Let's get some stuff going. Remember, there's animations for everything now. For subs, too, I'm going to play animations on Kick. So everyone gets a nice animation for their contributions starting right now. All right? Cool. And so that will roll today. And also, obviously, like I said, I know we're hitting the goal today. Let's be honest. We're hitting the goal, right? We know this is happening. But what are we going to do for next week, right? What should we do for next week? Got to think about that. You know, what goes? Because, by the way, next week I'll be here Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. Thursday I am not here because I have a day of appointments. But I will be here Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. So that would be, what, another 9 streams? So there you go. Darkside Matthew, another super sticker for $1, and he put a hot dog. You know, I really wish there was a good hot dog place around here. There isn't. Here in Washington State, we only have, like, chains like Dairy Queen or Sonic. No good local places doing it, man. Lucifer Arise just did a $50 Canadian super chat. See all these new animations? See, I'm doing all different ones now. Thank you, Lucifer Arise, for a ginormous $50 Canadian super chat. Now let's see what that is worth. $35.84. So, that means we are at $83 in contributions so far today. And then as that was happening, Big Papa Phil gifted a membership on YouTube, and it went to Fredable Hulk. Congrats, Fredable Hulk. Thank you so much, Big Papa Phil. And now, that would be 86. And then, Darkside Matthew just did a $19.99 super chat and says, convert this one, King, and use the crown. So with that, that means we are now at $106 of support on today's stream. See all these, again, another new animation. I got all these new animations now. Well, the YouTube side is killing it, right? The YouTube side is crushing it and killing it here. This is amazing, right? Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you so much, Lucifer Arise. Thank you, Darkside Matthew. Thank you, Big Papa Phil. Thank you, Rare Tricks. Thank you all for your support this morning. We're already almost to the freaking goal. Amazing. All right. Pretty good. Now, we got some things to talk about before we get to news, because we do have news to cover this morning, okay? Lucifer Arise just gifted 5 memberships to the community on YouTube. Congrats to Skill Scholar, Khan, Was Good, and it looks like 2 more are coming. They didn't come yet. 5 memberships. Awesome. Thank you so much, Lucifer Arise. So those, each one is about $3. That's about another $15 in support. That gets us up to 121 and climbing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. Good. No, we don't use detractor memes now. So if Void breaks the rules and uses negative detractor memes to insult supporters, Void will get moderated just like anyone else will. He's not immune to it over on Kick. So yeah, if he's going to open his mouth and be insulting, he's going to be moderated appropriately. So Void, cut the shit. I don't know what your problem's been, Void, the last few days. You've been pretty negative. I don't know why. I haven't done anything to you. It sounds like you got to stick up your ass. I think it's time to pull it out. Okay? All right. Lucifer Arise with another $36 Canadian super chat. Thank you so much. $36 Canadian, which is $25.81 American. So that means we are at 146 in support. And I received a $1 tip from someone who says play Stellar Blade when they do a Nier Automata collab. I hate to say it. I think the boat has sailed on Stellar Blade. Has it not? Seriously? Has the boat not sailed on Stellar Blade? I don't think anyone really cares about it anymore, including me. I didn't care about it even when it came out. Right now, because what we're about to talk about is what games I'm playing in the next week, all right? And this is interesting because there's so much going on right now in gaming. We have to figure out what to do. in the next week, I'm still playing Call of Duty. I'm finishing Sonic X Shadow Generations, okay? But I want to start playing Life is Strange Double Exposure. I've been wanting to play this one, and we didn't get to play it yet. It came out a couple days ago, so we're going to start with that. But now we have to start picking and choosing what games we play. Do I play Dragon Age Veilguard, which I just found out is available for a huge discount, and I'm going to show you guys what I mean. Do I play Slitterhead, which is coming out next Friday? It's a week from today. That's that unique horror game where you jump. Well, not really horror. It's more of an action horror game. So you jump from body to body, and then basically those characters become like demons. You're fighting demons with supernatural powers and things like that. So we could play that. The PS5 Pro is coming out. And when that comes here, I'm going to be unboxing and trying that out. So we have like a bunch of stuff coming up to do, but I can't do like everything at once. You know, I can't. It's just too much to all juggle at once. So we actually have to determine what to do. And even then, we have to determine what's more important. Should I focus on the multiplayer of Call of Duty? Should I focus more on the campaign of Call of Duty? This is confusing, right? There's so much happening right now in the realm of gaming that we're going to have to really like put our heads together to figure this out. Okay? Now, I received a few. Wow. Guys, I got so many contributions to shout out. They all just came in at once. I received a $4.20 tip. Someone says, fill the coffers. Fill the coffers. Indeed we shall. Thank you. And then on top of that, I received another $4.20 tip from an anonymous tipper. I can't help but notice the birds in your background. Are you ripping off Review Tech? Just joking. Oh, no. You see, my birds actually make sense because it's American Thanksgiving, and turkeys are a huge part of American Thanksgiving and the big celebration that we do, you see? So it doesn't matter that, oh, there's birds. It's not me kissing cocks and sucking cucumbers to do stunts. It's a cute thing for the background because it makes sense, you know, logic, something that doesn't really apply to Review Tech. So thank you there. Wow, guys, it's going to take a while to get through these shout-outs, just to warn you. I received a $10 tip from Ponage101. Hashtag DSP play Stellar Blade. I'm just joking. Have a good day today. Thank you to Ponage for a $10 tip this morning. All these new animations, guys. Dude, every contribution is a different animation. So you're seeing like dozens of animations right now. Very nice. I received a $1.50 tip from an anonymous tipper. He says, get the Katsu burger, and thanks for calling out Void because he's been negative and disrupted. Listen, here's the deal. I don't know what goes on in people's heads. I don't know what negativity happens behind the scenes. I'm just here streaming every day, making positive content. Am I not? So I'm not involved in drama. Void was someone who on Kick was the very first subscriber to my Kick channel, and then he gifted a ton of subs. He actively makes cool animations and emotes. And I absolutely love that. Like, I'm very appreciative of that, right? In order to say thanks, I went over there, and when his channel got monetized a few days ago, I became his first paid sub as a way of saying thanks. Look, I'll reciprocate, right? Then all of a sudden now, the last few days, he's like pissy with me. Oh, why aren't you doing a lobby in Call of Duty with us instead of with Kino Casino? Because I'm not setting up fan lobbies right now. I'm not doing that. The Kino Casino collab is something fun. Both of our communities want to see it. You know, I never even discussed doing fan lobbies yet. So why would you be upset that I'm not doing it? And then he's like being angry with me today, be saying negative shit. So using detractor means it's not allowed. No one is above the rules. The rules are there for a reason, right? This ain't just, hey, just do whatever you want and then make the place a shitty place for people who want to hang out and have fun. I want everyone to have a good time. I don't want people to be insulting each other and do fucked up stuff. So, Void, I hope that you calm down. Again, I have no ill will against you. I don't know what your problem is, seriously. Like, I think you've been a really positive dude, and all of a sudden you're acting negative, and it's not cool, right? I think everyone's upset about it because we like having everyone be happy, right? Okay. I received a $6.66 tip from Mendez TV. Says, this is for the Katsu Burger King. All right, so hold on. That's another unique animation. The 666 animation, which almost never ever gets used for some reason. I don't know why, because I think that's one of the best animations we have. Thank you so much to Mendez TV for that. Okay. Then I received a $1 tip. All your fans want you to play Stellar Blade. Do it. It's not cheating. It's a game. No one cared. No one said it was cheating. I said I wasn't interested in the game. When it came out, I wasn't interested in the game. I'm still not interested in the game. It just didn't look very good to me. Right now, I've got so many other new games out that we have to pick and choose which ones to play. I'm not worried about Stellar Blade. No one else is either. It's a stupid detractor thing. Oh, he won't play because there's a woman in it. Well, you're a fucking retarded idiot if you say that. Because that's not anything to do with it. I play with games with women in it every day. I'm about to play Life is Strange Double Exposure, which is all women. Okay? You're morons. Okay. I received a $6.66 tip from Ugly Tuna Roll. Hey, it's been a while. I really miss the days when you used to play Battle Royale. Good times and cheers. Funny you mentioned that. Guess what? Call of Duty will have a new Warzone. When they release that new Warzone, I will be trying it. And I actually have multiple people who are interested in teaming up with me for Warzone. So I may actually be doing a lot of different kinds of Warzone and stuff with different people. We'll see. Thank you, Ugly Tuna Roll. So actually, I think the top tip is Ponage 101 with $10. I forgot to put him on the leaderboard. Let's get Ponage 101 up there before I forget. I got a lot of tips right there, but the Ponage 101 was the biggest one. Did I add that 666 tip to the total? I think I did, right? Okay. Now on the YouTube side, we got a lot more that just happened. Okay? So we got Lucifer Arise gifted 5 more memberships to the community. So congrats to OG Legend 07, Cthulhu, Jamie Athill, Cheerios, and You Know. So another 5 gifted memberships. That's another of $15, so we're up to $194 now. And then we have Old Ugly Bastard who did a $5 super chat and says, Veilguard would be good for a few streams, but will get very lengthy and boring. I think you're right. That's why if I get it, I'm going to show you guys. I found a way to get it. You don't have to buy it, but it's PC only. Only if you're a PC gamer can you use this method. Lucky for me, I'm now a PC gamer because I actually think I want to try it, but I'm not sure I want to commit to it. Okay? Darkside Matthew with a $2 super chat. Bow down to the king or get smelted. Thank you very much, Darkside Matthew. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? Do I really need to say it? I don't think I do, but I'm going to. Because guess what? It's a celebration. Because, ladies and gentlemen, for the 46th straight stream, we have crushed the goals and crushed the trolls. 46 straight streams where we have exceeded the goals here on DSP Gaming. A new month does not mean things slow down. A new month means things pick up around here. We're going to have a giant variety of games, right? A giant variety of games. I'm very excited for the amount of games that we're going to be playing this month. Good games, bad games. Seriously, I know it's going to be a mix, but it's going to be fun. PS5 Pro is arriving. We've got extra fun stuff happening. And what we need to start talking about now is what it is you guys want to see at the end of the month. Do we want to do a Black Friday ad react marathon? Instead, do we want to do something different for Black Friday? Because remember, the last few years I've done Black Friday stuff, but I want to know what you want this year. So we got to start talking about this because we have a few weeks to figure it out, okay? We've done it. So now we're going to order Katsu Burger, all right? Hold on because I have another thing to shout out. I received a $1.10 tip. No, I didn't say I was cheating on my wife if I play Stellar Blade. That is the most dumb thing I've ever heard in my life. That's just incredibly moronic. No, I didn't say that. That would probably be what my idiotic detractor said. And if you actually think that something my detractor said is something I said, you need mental health. You should actually right now, here's what you need to do. All right? I want you to jump. You have saran wrap in your kitchen top. So what I want you to do is open up your drawer, get saran wrap out. I want you to stick it to your arm and start spinning. and just completely surround yourself in saran wrap so you can't move your arms anymore. And then I want you to run to your local mental hospital and run through the door and say, I think Phil's saying the tractor things. And then they're going to throw you right into the nice rubber room, the bouncy room. You know that one? So that way you can't hurt yourself or others. And then you'll get some help. There you go. Wow. Anyway. What am I doing here? There we go. Okay. Fixing my setup here. When am I unboxing the PS5 Pro? See, Darkside Matthew, I don't know when it's coming. So someone pre-ordered it for me. And it says I'm going to get shipping confirmation when it ships. And it says it's guaranteed to ship on or before November 7th. If it ships before, and I get it before, that would be exceptionally cool. But if it comes on the 7th, I'm not home on the 7th. My whole day I'm out. So I might miss the delivery. And after that, I don't know how to get it redelivered, so we won't know until later this week. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's absolutely no way to tell. So, okay. So, shall we order Katsu Burger? Then let's talk about what we're doing today on stream. Okay? Then let's talk about the future and game news and everything else. Because we got so much going on right now. Seriously, there's so much going on. I'm juggling. I mean, we're 41 minutes into the show. I've barely started. It's so crazy. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Let's take a look at the burgers they offer at Katsu Burger, and let's decide which ones I'm going to order. All right? Like I said, I want to get two. I want to get two burgers. So let's see what they've got. They've got the Tokyo Classic, the original. Have it simple or build your own. It's a natural beef katsu, so it's beef, tonkatsu sauce, and Japanese mayo. So basically, you add a bunch of veggies yourself with a beef katsu. It's like the basic entry-level burger, correct? Okay, the Ninja Deluxe, a crispy, natural pork loin katsu. So this is pork. That's going to taste different. Cheddar cheese, bacon, tonkatsu sauce, and Japanese mayo. That sounds pretty good, right? That sounds very, very good. Katsu curry, Japanese curry, powdered natural pork loin katsu with American cheese, tonkatsu sauce, and curry mayo. So this sounds like it has a little bit of a kick to it. It's going to have a curry flavor to it. The Ninja Deluxe is more like cheese and bacon with pork. This one is pork with a curry flavoring. Okay, so that's a little different. Okay. Go. Honey miso, I can't speak. Honey miso tofu. So this is a tofu burger. I have not had tofu outside of miso soup in a very long time. From what I'm to understand, tofu is incredibly absorbent of flavor. So whatever you cook tofu in or with, that's what it tastes like, correct? So organic miso, marinated crispy tofu katsu, topped with a miso honey mustard, and it's an eggless tempura batter. Sounds like this is the veggie burger, right? This is, if you're a vegetarian, this is what you get. Because it doesn't have any egg in it or anything like that, right? That's why also probably why it has the honey mustard instead of a mayo. That way it doesn't have egg in it, right? Look at this one. The Godzilla Attack. Spicy. 12 spice sprinkled on a crispy natural beef katsu with jalapenos, pepper jack cheese, tonkatsu sauce, and a spicy mayo. That's crazy. By the way, Falcule over on Kick says, I was stationed in Japan for over 3 years, and Japanese curry isn't really spicy. I know. I love Japanese curry. I've had it many times. It's very delicious. It's more savory. He says, it's not like Indian curry. Pork or chicken is usually used in katsu, and I recommend the pork katsu. Maybe we'll get a pork katsu. Thank you for the recommendation. Okay. That Godzilla Attack sounds interesting, does it not? Doesn't that sound amazing? Right? But then again, look at the one next to it. The Ohayu Gozaimasu. Good morning. A crispy natural beef katsu with a cage-free fried egg on top. Bacon, cheddar cheese, tonkatsu sauce, and a Japanese mayo. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I would actually try that one. I'm not kidding you. I would. But there's a problem. All right? What's the problem? The egg. Why is the egg a problem? I'm getting this delivered. There is zero chance that egg will remain intact being delivered. What's going to happen is that is going to explode and it's going to go everywhere and it's going to make a huge mess. That burger's going to be soggy and not good by the time it gets here. If I was eating this fresh at the restaurant, I would get that right now. I'd be like, dude, that's going to be amazing. The fresh egg's going to come out and I'm going to bite into it. It's going to explode. But it's not going to be fresh. It's got to be delivered. So sadly, that one I'm ruling out. It's not going to be. See, that's what sucks about certain delivery like food. It's not representative of how it would be if presented fresh at the restaurant. So that one's out. Even though I actually would try that one. All right, the Samurai Select. Now, to clarify this one used to be called the Samurai Jack Burger, but they lost the licensing, so they don't have it anymore. It actually had Samurai Jack, the character, as part of it. But then they don't have that anymore. So now they just call it the Samurai Select, okay? So this is a sweet combination. Crispy natural beef katsu with bacon, pineapple, wasabi mayo, and a tonkatsu sauce. That sounds pretty good. This is going to be a tough choice, I think. Wabi wasabi. A touch of spiciness. Crisp natural beef katsu topped with pepper jack cheese, wasabi mayo, and tonkatsu sauce. Nah. That one, that's not too interesting. Teriyaki chicken. So this is the only chicken one that they have. Savory. Natural chicken breast katsu with sweet pineapple, teriyaki sauce, and Japanese mayo. That sounds like it could be very good. Like that's like a chicken version. But dude, that sounds great to me. So, now by the way, the mega burgers, here's the thing. Do they look cool? Yes, they do. But they are insanely expensive. For example, the Mount Fuji, which includes chicken, pork, and beef katsu, this is $30+. And there's, again, with delivery, there is no way that's getting here. That thing's going to be falling over, falling apart. If I was there in person, I actually would try it. But I'm not going to get that delivered, okay? So, the Tokyo Tower is 2 crispy beef katsu with 2 slices of American cheese, Japanese mayo, and tonkatsu sauce. I'd rather get 2 regulars. So let's see. They have 9 selections. We've eliminated the wabi wasabi, and we've eliminated the Ohio gozamasu, right? I think what we need to do, let's determine the 2 proteins, right? Do we want to do beef, pork, chicken, or tofu? They have 1 tofu burger, that's for vegetarians, and they have 1 chicken burger, that's for chicken lovers, right? The chicken is sweet. It's chicken breast with a sweet pineapple, teriyaki, and Japanese mayo. So that's going to be a sweet chicken burger, basically. Okay? Jasper, would you relax? What are you jumping for? Why are you being jumpy? So, a lot of people are saying the Godzilla. I think I like the name of the Godzilla, too. It's kind of a gimmick, right? So the Godzilla, 12 spice sprinkled on crispy natural beef katsu, jalapenos, pepper jack cheese, tonkatsu sauce, and a spicy. I think we should get the Godzilla. And then we'll get one more. But I think the Godzilla, that sounds amazing, does it not? The spicy beef? All right, so. So let's do it. Here we go. Oh. There's another one on the menu. Hold on. Yeah, there's a different one on the menu. What's this one? This one is called I'm just double checking. Oh, there's a bunch of other new ones on the menu that aren't on this online menu. So listen to this one. This one is called the Kyoto Melt. Crispy beef katsu, local Japanese shiitake mushrooms, Swiss and American cheese served with Japanese mayo and tonkatsu sauce. If we're going to get beef, I think I want to get the Godzilla. I think I want to get the Godzilla as the beef selection. So let me add that one right now. It's called the Godzilla Attack Burger. It looks insane. It looks absolutely insane. So, do we want to get the Godzilla Attack Burger with beef? Because you can actually get it with anything. You can get beef, pork, chicken, or tofu. Should we get beef or should we get pork maybe? What do you guys think? What should we get for the Godzilla Attack Burger? What's up, Captain DCW? How you doing today? Welcome. What do you guys think? What protein for the Godzilla Attack? Should we just go with traditional beef and then maybe do chicken or pork for the second burger? Tofu? Now, I don't want tofu on the Godzilla Attack. This sounds like a carnivore burger to me. So, I think, all right, let's just do traditional beef. Let's do traditional beef for that one, and then maybe we'll get a pork or chicken. Okay? They have two other chicken burgers that on here that aren't on the menu here. They have this one is called the Kana Akuma Natural Chicken Katsu Sweet Honey 12 Spice Jalapeno Spicy Mayo. All right, well, you know, it sounds good, but here's the thing. We're already getting a spicy one, so let's not get that one. They do have the Ranch Kudasai Natural Chicken Katsu Nori Ranch Nori Flakes Bacon and Spicy Mayo. So isn't nori seaweed? That has a seaweed ranch sauce and seaweed flakes with some bacon. That could be good. See, because this basically is a different version. This one is the sweet chicken. The chicken teriyaki is sweet with pineapple. This one is more savory with seaweed flavor and bacon, right? But we could go for a pork, like the Ninja Deluxe, right? That's the pork one. Or the Katsu curry, which could also be good, the savory curry, right? All right, how about this? We're either going to do the Katsu curry, because that's curry burger, which could be really good, right? Curry with the pork. Or we will do a chicken variation. So either Katsu curry or the sweet chicken or the savory chicken. Dang. See, I don't know. I don't know what would be better, the chicken katsu or the pork katsu. The pork katsu sounds unique. You know what? I think we're gonna get katsu curry. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try katsu curry. All right, let's do it. Let's try the katsu curry burger with pork. I want to make sure to select pork. Okay. All right, so we're getting the big Godzilla Attack spicy burger, and we're getting the Katsu curry burger. So one is beef and one is pork. There you go. Now, as for sides. All right, nori fries. Let's get an order of nori fries to try. Roasted seaweed flakes. Ooh, and I get to choose dipping sauce. Let's see. Japanese mayo, tonkatsu, curry mayo, miso honey mustard, wasabi mayo, spicy mayo, or nori ranch. Well, since we're getting nori fries, maybe we should get nori ranch. Dip the fries in ranch sauce. Let's try that. All right. And then so the bonsai bites are six snack-sized pieces of natural chicken or pork with your choice of a sauce for dipping. So it's kind of like a chicken nugget, right? Only it's the tonkatsu style. So I could either get maybe chicken, or we could get the two-piece karaoke. It's a croquette served with your choice of a dipping sauce. I think I want to try the bonsai bites. Chicken. So it's their version of a chicken nugget, right? What sauce should I get for that? A miso honey mustard. How about that? Yeah, and a miso honey mustard dipping sauce. That sounds good. All right. So I'm getting the Godzilla Attack Burger, the Katsu Curry Burger, an order of the nori fries, and a Bonsai Bites chicken with a bunch of dipping sauces and stuff. That sounds good. Oh, I know. I've had the, what is it, Ramoon drink or Ramuni drink or whatever, however you say it. I've had those before. I know exactly what they taste like. They're made with that special fruit or something, right? So I know what those are. I've had those before. I'm sure they have them, but I already know what they are. Okay. So, all right. I'm going to schedule this. For today. See, when I schedule it for 4 to 4:30, it always comes late. But then if I schedule it for 3:45 to 4:15, it comes early. I want to play Call of Duty. I don't want to have to end my Call of Duty stream early. So, now let's do... We'll do 3:45 to 4:15 p.m. and we'll see when it actually shows up. Okay. All right, this will be interesting. I've never had anything like this before. Katsu burger. I'm excited to see how it turns out. I know you guys are too. Special DSP Tries It has been scheduled for later today after the Call of Duty stream. Very nice. So stick around after Call of Duty for Katsu Burger DSP Tries It. That should be awesome, right? Very good. All right, so let's see here. Oh, Moron tipped me $1. Thank you, Moron, for your $1. I'm not reading your message because you're a moron. And I got another person who's, again, telling me to play Stellar Blade. No. Okay. Cool. All right. So now, folks, what I would like to do, let's talk about the schedule. Because the schedule is going to get weird, all right? Today, in Call of Duty, Black Ops 6, it's Nuketown 24/7. It has released. It is also a double experience weekend. So I'm going to be playing Nuketown today. I don't know if I'll play it the entire 3 hours, but I'm definitely playing Nuketown. I just have been using the marksman rifle. I just got the scope for it, and I'm starting to kick ass with it because it's burst fire. But with the scope, you could actually hit people from a distance and get giant damage. All right? So I'm going to be doing Nuketown 24/7 today with the marksman rifle. I may switch to a sniper rifle. I may switch to another weapon. We'll see. Will I be taking on bounties? Sure. If you guys have bounties for me that you're interested in seeing me try to do, and you want a challenge, say, hey, I'll do a super chat. I'll give some memberships. I'll give some subs. If you do this, I'll try it. All right? But it has to be people who are, like, you know, notable and people I can trust. It can't just be, hey, some random person who I don't know who they are, right? And then they're going to try to say that, and then I do it, and then they don't basically fulfill the bounty. Because that happened last week when we first started with Call of Duty. We had people saying, hey, get 5 sniper kills. I'll give 2 subs. So I do. They don't do anything. Oh, I challenge you to get first place in this next game and in this next game only. And if you do, I'll do a $100 tip. So I do it, and then they don't do anything, right? So, you know, it is what it is. But if I see some trustworthy people who I trust here and I recognize, we'll take some bounties out, all right? If you spam the chat, if you're someone I don't know and you're spamming the chat, hey, I got a bounty, you're just going to be ignored, all right? So, that should be fun. 3 hours. We're starting with Nuketown. We'll swap over, and we'll do maybe some other stuff, too, afterwards. But we're going to start with marksman rifles and go from there, continuing to level up. All right? Tonight on the late stream, 7 p.m. Pacific time, it's the conclusion of Sonic X Shadow Generations. I believe we're, like, right at the end of it. I think we have, like, maybe one more stage and then the final boss for Shadow Generations. So, when we wrap that up, what I'd like to then do is switch over and try some Sonic Generations. If you remember, Sonic Generations was a game from many, many years ago. That was the game that when I pre-ordered it at GameStop, they gave me this Sonic the Hedgehog hat. And I ended up wearing this in so much content over the years while playing Sonic games, right? So, pretty awesome that now it's out again. Done for a modern audience. So, we'll play a little bit of that. And that'll be tonight's late stream. Now, since I've already played Sonic Generations, it will be completely up to you to determine if you want to see me actually keep playing Sonic Generations, or I should just play it the once and just say, all right, we got a taste for what it is. Let's end the playthrough here. I'll let you decide. Let's see how many people show up tonight, what the support is like, and we'll go from there. Okay? By the way, since now we've hit the Katsu Burger goal, it's time to think of another one for next week. The one thing that we saw is that Pizza Hut has this kind of tavern cut pizza. So maybe that, unless if you guys are aware of any other places that are doing some kind of promotional thing, maybe for American Thanksgiving or something, I'd be down to try them. But I need information. I need you guys to let me know what's out there right now and available to do and what you're interested in. All right? So please share with me, you know, what kinds of stuff you'd like to see me try moving forward on DSP Tries It for rewards each week. It doesn't always have to be fast foody, you know, but, you know, I had the idea to do the Crave cookies, but no one liked it. Everyone got upset with me and said, oh, that goal sucked, right? So the more suggestions, the better. Right now, for some reason, both chats seem to be dead. I don't know why both chats are dead. Hello? Hello? We have around 300 people watching across Kick and YouTube. Is anyone awake? What's up? Phil's #1 fan says, hope your day's going well. I just got done working. Well, I'm glad you're here. Hope you're ready to chill the rest of the show. And then, of course, fun Call of Duty gameplay, right? Scale Scholar says, we want Crumble, not Crave. Sadly, Crumble is not deliverable to my place from what I saw. I can double check. I don't think there's any Crumble near me. There is, but they are really far away. Like, dang, that's a far drive. I mean, I could do, if people really wanted Crumble, I could do Crumble. Yeah. The thing is with Crumble, all right, basically, they don't have much available. Crumble only has 6 cookies available to order. Semi-sweet chocolate chunk, pumpkin cake, dirt cake, blue monster featuring Chips Ahoy, peanut butter featuring Reese's Pieces, and Halloween cake batter blondie. That's literally all they have. They have nothing else. They don't even have, like, seasonal stuff. That's all I can get from Crumble. So that's why I figured Crave was better. Crave is right across the street, and they had a better selection. Like, why wouldn't I do the better one, right? Do I have any good barbecue places near me? Not really. We tried Famous Dave's, and they suck every time we order. I think barbecue is just good fresh, but not good delivered, you know? They change weekly. They're doing 8 cookies a week soon. I mean, here's the thing. We'd be limited to whatever they have. So, for example, let's say we do a Crumble cookies week-long goal. All right, but if we hit the goal, I just got to order the box of 6, whatever the 6 they have, right? Like, I can't get anything else. So, I'd be limited to whatever's there, you know? Do we have Duck Donuts in Washington? No, we don't. The only donuts we have is Top Pot Donuts, which are something about the way they make them in a pot or something. But that's it. That's all we have. We don't have Dunkin' Donuts because Starbucks basically dominates the coffee game here. But Starbucks doesn't do donuts, which is really weird. Habib Gaming, thank you for gifting a membership on YouTube. It went to Newton. Enjoy Newton, and thank you so much, Habib Gaming, for that. Appreciate that. That's worth about $3. Every gifted membership is worth about $3. Would I go back to MVC2? Eventually, yes. I know I haven't done fighting games in a bit, right? Last week I didn't do any. You know, this week it's a maybe, but we're juggling a lot right now, you know? Oh, the Halloween event? My bad. Let's get rid of that. I still have the Halloween event thing playing on Nightbot. I can fix that right now. Let's go to timers. Disable. And commands. Custom. Halloween, delete. Done. Halloween has been removed from Nightbot, so it will not spam the chat anymore. Cool. By the way, guys, we're at 50 likes on YouTube right now. Let's get that up to 100 likes. We have almost 300 viewers on YouTube. Let's get it to 100 likes, okay? So anyway, King Philip the Goat. Yeah, like, I'd be interested in playing more Marvel 2. I'd be interested in playing more Street Fighter 6. We just need time to do it. Right now, as you guys have seen, I'm juggling so much. Like this week, because I'm about to tell you the schedule for the rest of the week. We're juggling Call of Duty, finishing Sonic X Shadow Generations, Life is Strange double exposure. We have to determine if I'm going to try out I almost said Black Ops again. We're going to determine if I'm going to play Dragon Age the Veilguard. And then later this week, Slitterhead comes out and the PS5 Pro. So where will I have time to play fighting games? Oh, yeah, when I'm playing Black Ops 6, I'm playing both multiplayer and the campaign. You see my point? This is just a crazy time of the year. I absolutely want to go back to fighting games, but it's just crazy busy right now. So I basically got to take my time, bide my time, and be more careful about it, you know? So we'll see. But I want to go back. I would love to play Marvel too. But we got to see if time permits and stuff. Probably not this week, to be honest. All right. So today, Black Ops 6 multiplayer, Nuketown 24/7, Marksman Rifle to start. We may mix everything up during the stream. And yes, I'll be accepting bounties from known viewers. Tonight, the conclusion of Sonic X Shadow Generations. We're finishing the Shadow Generations plot. We'll do a little bit of Sonic. We'll determine if we want to keep playing or if that's that. I'm off from streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow is my official day off for the week. All right. When I come back on Sunday, it's going to be the premiere of Life is Strange Double Exposure on the first stream. 3 hours of fun here on the stream. And it should be good. The narrative, is going to continue from the original Life is Strange game. That's why I think the original Life is Strange is still the best to this day, right? So it's the same character with the same Max, right? She's back, same powers, but we get to see what's going on in her life, all these years later. Apparently, there's some developments and stuff, and I'm excited to try it out. So I cannot wait to play it starting Sunday, okay? Sunday night will be more Black Ops 6, and is it going to be multiplayer or campaign? I don't know. We could probably do campaign, maybe because it's late night. We'll see. Yeah, Ellipsian, I just don't have time. Ellipsian says, don't forget the Monster Hunter Wilds beta. I don't have time to play it. I don't. I'm not playing it today. I'm off tomorrow, and then I want to play Life is Strange, so I'm not playing it. Once again, it's just, I don't have time to do everything. I'm already backlogged as it is, trying to juggle a million things. I'm getting pulled in a million directions. Everyone wants everything from me. I can't play the beta. And the thing is, I was totally interested in it. I don't have time. They put out a beta for only 3 days. That's not long enough, in my opinion. I can't rush and drop everything in my schedule to play this beta. So, oh well. Maybe there'll be another one in the future, and I'll have time to do that. I just can't do it right now. Okay? So, Monday is React Day. Our next to last episode of DSP versus the Internet, the Clips React Show, followed by the conclusion of Retro React Silent Hill 1 on the late stream on DSP Throwback. So, full React Day on Monday. Tuesday, we'll probably balance the day out. Maybe I'll do Call of Duty on the daytime stream and Life is Strange on the late stream. Wednesday, again, open day. What do I want to do? I could do anything, okay? Thursday, I'm off. Why? Because Thursday, I have a whole bunch of appointments and things. We've been trying to schedule everything for the weekend, and we couldn't. So Thursday of this week, we have a day where we're doing a bunch of appointments and things that we have to do. My wife and I, that. So cannot be here on Thursday. But I am here on Friday for a full day of streaming. But then I'm not here Saturday. So here's the problem, right? The problem is November 7th is supposedly the release of the PS5 Pro, but I'm not going to be here on November 7th. I can't be. I can be here Friday. So if the PS5 Pro shows up on Thursday, we can schedule a stream on Friday where I unbox it, hook it up, we download some games, we play them together, we explore them. Okay? If it shows up early on the 6th, we can also do it on the 6th. But I just can't do it on the 7th because I'm not here on the 7th. All right? Now on Friday the 8th, it's the release of Slitterhead. This is the horror game where you jump from character to character and control their bodies and fight other monsters and stuff that are invading Japan. Looks interesting to me. Okay, it does. It looks like a pretty good game. But do we play it on Friday? Or do I focus on the PS5 Pro? Or are we doing other stuff? Because the other thing is, okay, Dragon Age Veilguard is out. Came out yesterday. And of course, as predicted, the entire internet is all over the place about this game. Some people seem to think it's great. Some people seem to think it's atrociously bad. Some people are in the middle. Well, I found out you can get the game via EA Play Pro on PC for only $17. All you need to do is subscribe to EA Play Pro. And when you do, for $17 a month, you get access to Veilguard. You don't have to buy it. So this is a very similar situation to when I played Star Wars Outlaws for a whopping 2 streams, and everyone hated it, and everyone's like, don't ever play it again. So I just canceled my Ubisoft Plus membership, and I didn't waste any money. You see? So, pretty cool. $17, and I can have access to this game and try it on a few streams, which I'd be down for. If it's only $17, I have no problems playing the game a few times and seeing if anyone likes it, including me, right? I do have problems dropping $70 plus tax on this game if I'm never going to end up playing it. So, and this is only PC. If you're on a console, you can't get this. You can only get it on PC, so it's an advantage for me. But sadly, if you're on console, you can't benefit from this. Okay? So, here's the deal for this week. All right? Here's what we got to figure out, basically, because this is pretty complicated at this point, right? What exactly am I playing? We know I'm playing Call of Duty multiplayer and campaign. We know I'm finishing Sonic X Shadow Generations. And we know I'm playing Life is Strange Double Exposure. But am I going to try Veilguard? Am I going to play Slitterhead? What are we doing with those? I don't know. Okay? So, I don't know. It's up to us to figure this out, and we have several days to think about it. I'm not here tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow, but we have several days to think about it. Sunday is already a lock with Life is Strange and Black Ops 6. Monday is a lock for React Day. Basically, Tuesday and Wednesday are the days that we have kind of open to do whatever we want. Thursday, I'm off, and Friday, it looks like I'll have the PS5 Pro, but that's also Slitterhead, so we got to figure this out, okay? See, just right now, everyone is all over the place. King Philip the Goat says, the game is full of politics and virtue signaling. It has none of the allure of the original games, right? What's up, Soul Potato? How are you today? Illit is saying, just give it a shot. Battleduck says, if you get it that way, you can't refund it if it turns out to be absolute garbage. Yeah, but chances are I'd be playing it longer than 2 hours anyway to figure out if it's garbage, so I still wouldn't be able to refund it, right? Better just pay the $17 for the subscription service. Okay. I received a $1.21 tip. Listen to this. Congrats on the Zilla Burger goal. I noticed you recently increased fast food intake dramatically with new goals. How are you balancing this with your gout diagnosis? You mean the gout diagnosis I received in 2015 and I haven't had a flare-up of in like 5 years? Unless I'm eating the food every day, I don't think it's a problem. See, here's the difference, okay? If you eat fast food style food like once a week, right, then it's not a big deal. It's really not. It's just, you know, it's okay to do that. I'm eating home-cooked meals and balancing healthy meals with the fast foodie stuff, all right? If I'm only having it once a week, it's okay. If every meal I ate was fast food, if every meal was a burger, if every single meal was pizza, if every single meal, you know what I mean? Then we'd be in trouble. But I'm not. It's only once a week that I'm eating this stuff, you see? Now, how are you going to take the weight you've gained off? I didn't gain any weight. What are you talking about? I haven't gained any weight. I weighed myself the other night. I'm 195, and I was 195 about a month ago. I'm still 195. I'm only going to gain weight if I continuously keep eating this food regularly. If it's like once a week on Friday, it shouldn't be that big of a deal, quite honestly. And we're not always doing completely unhealthy food either, right? So we did Burger King. That was definitely bad. We did McDonald's. That was bad. What did we even do last week? What did we do last week? I can't remember. Obviously, I know we're doing Katsu Burger today. What did we do last week? I can't, man, my head is like, I legit cannot remember what we did last week. Does anyone remember? Jersey Mike's. That's what we did last week. Jersey Mike's. That's what we did. Wait, no. We did Firehouse Subs. Firehouse Subs. That's what it was, right? And so what did I have? The meatball. So the meatball was probably kind of fatty. The turkey wasn't bad. What was the other? Oh, the tuna was probably pretty bad. Well, I mean, the once a week I'm doing it, it ain't that bad, right? If I was doing it all the time. And yesterday, the dim sum I ate, that's not bad for you at all. That's, you know, that's just steamed dough, It's not a fatty fried dough. It's steamed with some meat in the inside. That actually wasn't bad at all, what we did yesterday. So, yeah, listen, I'm interested in whatever you guys want to see. We have to figure out a goal for next week because now we're doing Katsu Burger today. So now we got to figure out what we're going to do for Friday of next week, right? So what would you like? Do you like the idea of crumble cookies? Do you want to do something completely different? Like, what would you like to see? I'm down for whatever. Listen, there's perfectly good, like, vegetarian foods out here, too. There's all kinds of stuff, right? Here you go. Yeah, not the Krabby Patty, exactly. Boston Market doesn't exist out here. I know. Someone just said, what about Boston Market for Thanksgiving season? They don't exist. They literally aren't out here in Washington State. So, yeah. Okay. All right. So I have two quick things to talk about today. News topics. Wow, we're like an hour and 15 minutes in, and I'm getting to news topics. All right. News topic number one. Speak of the devil. We're talking about Sony's PS5 Pro, correct? Check this out. It's been confirmed from people who have gotten the PS5 Pro early. Sony did something really underhanded. Listen to this. Even though the form factor of the PS5 Pro is the same as the form factor of the standard PS5, and everything should align perfectly, the bottom plate for the PS5 Slim or regular PS5 will not fit the PS5 Pro. Why? Because they moved the notches. That's literally the only reason why. They decided to move the notches, so now it won't fit. It makes no sense. It has no actual viable reason that they did that. See? PS5 Pro does not work with the slim plates. Think about that. What was the purpose? I'll tell you what the purpose was. To fuck the consumer who buys PS5 Pro and wants to swap it out with the swappable plates they bought for the PS5 Slim. You can't. And they actually asked Sony for like a comment. And Sony did comment. It's somewhere in here because I was reading the thread. Sony did comment and basically just said, yeah, new customizable plates will be coming for the PS5 Pro in the near future, so stay tuned. It's like, wait, what? But we have a PS5 Slim. We bought plates for it. They should fit the Pro, but you changed the position of the knobs so they don't fit, so we have to buy another set. What the fuck? Right? It would be one thing if it really was like, oh, they changed the entire shape of the console. There's no way it would fit. Like, take a look at the Xbox 360. The Xbox 360 launch console was much more chubby, and they sold all these customizable plates, face plates, stickers, everything for it. When the next model came out, it was different shaped. So you had to buy different accessories for it. It made sense. This is literally the same fucking shape. They just want to make more money. It's messed up. Why would, already they're making the PS5 Pro, which most people are saying they're not going to get. You don't need it, right? It's going to be a negligible increase. Only if you're gaming at full 4K will you care. Or maybe if you're looking for 120 hertz in every single game that you play, then you'll care. But outside of those two situations, no one else will really benefit from PS5 Pro, so no one's really looking for it, right? So now, not only are they selling you a product you don't want, now they're saying the accessories you previously bought that should fit it also won't fit. You got to buy more accessories too. Like, what are you talking about, right? I don't know. Sony has lost the script for sure. Like, they're not even in line, right? In line at all with what gamers want. Has a single gamer asked for this? Oh, you know what I really want is a whole new slew of faceplates. No. I don't know. So that's one news story for today, folks. The other news story, this is kind of interesting. All right, hold on. So, we've been talking about this one for a while in regards to how it affected me many years ago, right? As you know, back in 2021, as I had been streaming on twitch.tv for about 5 years, right? Full time. Went back there in late 2016, and I had streamed until like, what was it? April of 2021. So it's almost 5 years I had been streaming over on twitch.tv. I had built up a great viewer base. I had tens of thousands of followers. I had about 1,000 paid subs over there. I regularly had good viewership, people doing bits, super chats, I guess they were called. No, what are they called over there? Just bits and everything over there, right? Hype trains going, everything, correct? One day, out of the blue, all of my monetizations options disappeared during a live stream. And we have no idea what's going on. We have, what's happening. So I check my emails and it says, you've been removed from the partner program for a violation of the terms of the partner program for hateful speech. What does that even mean? So I contacted them and I said, what are you talking about? You never contacted me and said I did anything wrong on any of my streams. I have no strikes against me per se. And now all of a sudden you're just removing me, right? And they said, we legally don't have to respond. That's actually what they said. They said, we legally don't have to give you a reason. We could just do whatever we want whenever we want. That's actually what they said. That's what they told me in their official legal response. Now, I don't even want to tell you how actually wrong that is. You can't just do whatever you want because you put it into a terms somewhere, like because there's partner terms of service. Just because there's something in writing doesn't mean it's legal. All right? I can tell you right now, there is no business on this planet that can put you into a contract and then say they can terminate that contract without any justification. That simply doesn't exist. To terminate a legal contract or agreement, there has to be reasons, justifiable legal reasons, okay? Which I believe is located in the state of California. So it has to abide by all the legal reasons of anything in California, okay? I tell you right now, they're not. They haven't. This is why Dr. Disrespect, after he was actually banned from the site without apparently real justification, as we know from his side of the story, he sued them and they settled because they knew they were going to lose, all right? So if everyone were big time, like Dr. Disrespect, and had money, they could sue Twitch for this kind of shit, and Twitch would be bankrupt. They would have no fucking money, all right? But this is just how they behave. They think that they can do whatever they want. They can selectively enforce their rules, and then when they enforce them, they don't even have to prove any wrongdoing. They just kick you off the site, remove your monetization, do whatever they want. It's a completely, utterly unprofessional place to work or do business. I can't imagine anyone in their right mind, with the incredible amount of horror stories that have come out of Twitch over the years, why anyone would want to work there or stream there. Recently, Asmongold saying something on a stream. He gets suspended. Now he's gone off on them saying he doesn't want to stream there anymore, right? VTubers are getting banned left, right, up, and down on the site. And people are trying to figure out why. It seems like VTubers are being held to this standard of behavior and or appearance of a virtual character, while real women are on the site literally almost nude, basically being whores on webcam to receive funds from simps, and Twitch is okay with that, but not with VTubers. How the fuck does that make sense? The virtual isn't allowed, the real is. What is going on? Right? How is this fucking site operational? Why is anyone even fucking using it? I mean, I need an explanation. Let's think about this. Twitch takes 50% of your income. 50. Every single other streaming service is better. YouTube only takes 30% or less. Fucking Kick takes 5. Why would you be streaming on Twitch? Every time you turn on your stream, you got to compete with half-naked women doing sexual acts on camera, sucking in money from fucking simps. People doing stunts and bullshit to get noticed in the algorithm of that fucking site and get to the front page. And then at any moment, you could be doing nothing wrong, and all of a sudden, your stream goes down because you violated some phantom rule set that doesn't fucking exist. And when you ask how you violated it, they tell you legally we don't have to say anything. Why the fuck would you ever work there? Ever. I don't get it. I really don't. Like, years ago, I could understand. Years ago, these things weren't exposed, weren't known. These things have now been known for years and years and years, right? And the thing is, it's just getting worse. Apparently, the new thing going on Twitch is they've allowed incredible amounts of hateful speech. Okay? And the hateful speech, from what I'm to understand, I'm trying to understand the situation, I guess is against Jewish people. I guess what's happened is, as you know, there's this big war going on over in the Middle East. And there's two sides to the argument. Some people are siding with one and some people are siding with the other. So apparently there have been streamers on Twitch that are going out there and saying awful things about the Jewish race as a whole. There was one streamer that apparently went on and said, I hope that every single soldier gets PTSD. Wait, what? So I want you to think about this. I did hateful speech, supposedly. This is what got me removed from the partner program. Hateful speech. What did I ever say that was hateful speech? Did I ever rally against an entire race of people on Twitch? Did I ever say that I wish that a whole group of people get PTSD? Did I say anything like that at all? Well, guess what? Guess what? Those people who did those things on Twitch are still monetized right now. Not me. They are. So do you understand how unfair the site is? What they do is they bully and focus in on certain people who they don't like, and they allow other people to have completely free reign to do whatever the hell they want. It doesn't make any fucking sense at all how they operate their site. It's incredibly selective enforcement. All right? It's who they like and who they don't like in any given day. I mean, I streamed on Twitch for 5 years with no problems, and then all of a sudden one day, no monetization for you, Phil. What the fuck are you talking about? Right? So what's happened is over there, if you guys aren't aware, they've had shifts in management, shuffling about. Everything's changed, okay? Literally everything has changed over there, over and over and over. And so now there's this other guy who's a CEO who I guess has been in his role for about a year. And what's happened is people are arguing the website's gotten worse under this guy's watch. And today he put out a post, a public post, which I'll show you. So there's a million posts about that. I'm trying to find his post. Maybe if I do this, it'll just be right here. By the way, this is the picture he puts up of himself. This guy is old. He put up a picture of himself like in his 20s or 30s on his fucking profile. That's not what you look like today, dude. At all. There he is. He's an old man. He thinks that he's still 20. So that's what he puts on his fucking profile everywhere, like an idiot. Okay? You know, some people age gracefully. Some people are just fucking stupid. So, here we are. Here's his post from 5 hours ago. Okay? I want to make it clear that Twitch stands firmly against hate and harassment of any form. You can read more about our commitment to safety and belonging on Twitch here. Over the past few weeks, we've seen members of the community voice concerns about how we handle potentially harmful content. There's no place on Twitch for racism, hatred, or harassment of any kind, including anti-Semitism and Islamophobia. As our community has grown, we've endeavored to build community guidelines to prohibit these harms. It doesn't matter what guidelines you have if you don't enforce them or you selectively enforce them. You can have a list of rules, but if no one actually fucking does anything about them, the rules are meaningless. This is like what's happened in all of America recently, okay? Right now, in certain parts of the country, notably where I live, crime rates are at an all-time high because they decided 5 years ago, 4 years ago, to loosen all the laws and loosen the enforcement of the laws. So literally right now, I'm not kidding you. If you go to a retail store and you just stand there for 5 hours, you will witness probably 10 people walk into the store, grab a bunch of shit, put it in a bag, and walk right out the door. And no one does anything about it. If you call the police, they don't do anything about it. There's no one in the store to stop them. That's just common here in Washington State now. Why? Because you don't enforce the rules. It's illegal to do what they did, but no one arrests them or puts them in jail for it, so they just continue to do it. It doesn't matter what rules you have on Twitch. If no one actually monitors and enforces the rules, then nothing will ever happen to make it a better place to stream. You understand? Twitch is and will always be about belonging. Each day, people come together on our service to build communities around shared interests and to express themselves authentically. Yes, shared interests such as throwing money at girls who are almost completely nude. For this to be possible, we work hard to ensure that our community is a safe place. Our community guidelines are foundational. This is so bad, I don't want to read this. When we find content that breaks those rules, we take immediate action. Wrong. That's a lie. That's a complete lie. You do not take immediate action at all. This will always be the case. Wrong. That's a lie. Millions of streamers with a wide variety of views and perspectives spend time on Twitch. We recognize that some content will allowed on our service may be objectionable to some members of our community. The views shared by streamers on Twitch are not the views of Twitch, nor are they my personal views. We're grateful for the feedback and input from our community. Our safety approach continues to build. So he says nothing. He literally says nothing. Everyone is telling him, your site is gross. You've got people on there who are anti-Semites. You got people on there saying all soldiers should have PTSD. You got women ripping their fucking clothes off, writing on their naked bodies, accepting money from fucking simps and shit. No one likes your site. Fix it. He says, our site's good. We have good rules, and we enforce it every time. This guy's a piece of shit. Hey, Danny boy who thinks he's 20 when he's like fucking 60, Dan Clancy, you're a piece of shit. You literally put out a statement that basically is you're going like this in the face of all your customer base. Well, your customer base isn't going to accept that as a fucking answer. In fact, if you go back and you look at all the responses, this is absolutely hilarious. Please give an example of how Twitch has stood firmly against hate. We notice your favorite streamer, Hassan the Hun, is quite hateful. What did Twitch do about it? I think you need a new trust safety team. Platitudes with no actions, to be quite honest. What's the reason for ignoring thousands of people sharing Frogan's clip just for her to be banned a day later, but it was something completely unrelated? Here you claimed you take immediate enforcement actions. Right? That would start with banning Hassan. Safety and belonging of Hassan Piker, you mean not people like me? Hassan still existing on your platform contradicts any excuse of a commitment to safety and belonging that you could think of. Insane to me how your platform is allowed to operate with such blatant disregard to the people that inhabit it. Why'd you lie about banning new accounts from Israel for a year? I mean, this just keeps going. This is like, I'm not even kidding. There's like 1,000 responses. There's 1,200 responses to be specific. And everyone is bringing out some of this stuff, right? So, that's what I mean. Yeah, look, your words don't mean shit. Stop the bullshit. Step down. This doesn't end until you do. Look at this. A representative in New York is warning of amplification of anti-Semitism by Twitch streamer Hassan Piker. So basically, he's saying this guy is inciting anti-Semitic actions because of what he says on Twitch. Yet this guy says, oh, if we saw any of that, we'd ban him immediately. A fucking, a senator, or excuse me, a representative, a government official is saying it. Right? So this just drives me nuts, right? But I want to work there, right? Oh man, Twitch is the best place to stream. It's the safest place to stream. You make the most discoverability. All right. The myth of discoverability must now be destroyed. I've had enough. All right. There is no discoverability on Twitch whatsoever. Ladies and gentlemen, if you stream on Twitch, you're a bug in a pile of other bugs. Okay? You're not going to get discovered on Twitch and make it big. The myth is a lie. All right? There is no, oh, a nobody turned on the stream on Twitch and got saw on the front page and now they're a millionaire. This doesn't fucking happen. All right? By the way, it doesn't happen anywhere. It doesn't happen on YouTube. It doesn't happen on Twitch. It doesn't happen on Kick. It's not going to happen anywhere. All right? The idea now, sadly, I'm sorry that I got to be honest with everyone. The market is oversaturated for streamers. Okay? It just is. The only reason that I even have an audience at this point is because I've been around for 16 years and I'm such an internet staple and kind of an oddity that I still have people who like me and want to watch my content because I've been around for so long. Do you understand? But there is no person on earth who's going to magically go on Twitch and all of a sudden overnight is an internet success. It doesn't happen, okay? There's reasons for it. Maybe completely lucky. you do something silly and it gets noticed and someone else talks about it and amplifies it. Maybe there is a 1 in a zillion shot where you hit the algorithm. But the people who are getting very, very successful, if you notice, these aren't necessarily the nicest, kindest, gentlest, most awesome people. People who are pulling stunts, people who are doing vile things, people who are saying extremist stuff to get a polarized opinion out there. So everyone who loves them watches them, and everyone who hates them loves to hate them and watches them. You get it? That's how people are blowing up. Look at Side Scrollers. They had a podcast they launched early 2023. It sucked ass and flopped. They were trying to relaunch this thing. They could not get a foothold in gaming. So they quit. And they brought it back as a political show, and now they get thousands of viewers. Why? Because it's the drama content. It's the lowbrow content. It's the easy shit. The stuff that gets people pissed off. That's what sells today. All right? That's it for Twitch. If you're going to be a girl taking her clothes off, or you're going to sit there and say extremist political shit, you'll probably get noticed on Twitch. And that's it. But guess what? That's the content that's destroying the site. That's why advertisers are leaving in droves, just like they were leaving YouTube in 2017. That site cannot continue to exist with management that ignores the problems, sticks their fingers in their ears, and they claim like they don't exist, which is exactly what CEO Daniel Clancy just did. He lies outright, saying that all these rules are enforced when we know they're not. We have concrete evidence they're not. It's selective enforcement on any given day. That is the most unprofessional fucking site to work on. You never know if you're going to get a fair shake or not today. I worked there for 5 years, and then they gave me the shit can out of the partner program and refused to tell me what I even did wrong. Again, I found out what it was. It was they looked at my previous content from over a decade ago and didn't like the nasty jokes that I told back then, so they kicked me out of the partner program. Even though it had nothing to do with my current day content, they didn't care because they went woke. Well, guess what, fuckers? Now you're falling apart because your site is so pushed to one direction that no one wants to be on it anymore. So that's why you're losing advertisement revenue, and that's why you can't make money anymore. You're fucked because you went too far. You have a CEO. I can't believe this. The CEO of the company. This is great. All right? That's his avatar on Twitter. And this is him.
Everyone, gonna knock. Don't spoil this.
We're doing amazing.
Okay?
That's his old man. But this is his fucking avatar. He's living in a parallel fantasy dimension where he thinks he's a hip young man and he knows, oh, look at me. What the fuck kind of company is this? That's where you want to stream? With Mr. Fantasyland? Get the fuck out of here, dude. Right? Seriously. This is just stupid shit. Don't work on Twitch. I implore you. Get the fuck out of there. If you're working on Twitch right now, there's viable alternatives. YouTube, there's no discoverability, but there's also no discoverability on Twitch. And on YouTube, you get paid more. You get paid, they only take 30% of your contributions. All right? Kick, hell, they barely take anything. But over there, you're definitely only reliant on subs. They don't have a lot of the features that other sites have right now. They will probably eventually. All right? But I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens if they actually do add things like super chats and stuff like that on Kick. But I'll tell you right now, I would, again, the only reason you would ever see me streaming on Twitch is if it was the last streaming place. I'm serious. I'm streaming on Kick and YouTube right now. I would fucking stream on Rumble first. I would stream on the tiniest streaming site first before I went back to fucking Twitch. That they have gone completely in the wrong direction in the last 5+ years. They don't know what they're doing. Their management is they're high. Don't work there. And the thing is, the guy's such in denial. People present him with the evidence in his face of things going wrong. No, that's not happening. We enforce everything. Dude, you can't ignore reality around you. Maybe you do, because that's why your avatar profile is you as a 20-year-old guy instead of who you actually are today. You're living in the past, right? Anyway, all right, guys. So that is it for the news today. We have a couple shout outs to do and a little bit of discussion, and then we're going to move on and end the show here, right? Oops, I misclicked. Here we go. I received wrong. See, I love this nonsense. Someone took me $1.13. California has at-will employment, so they can fire you for any reason at any time. Wrong. I'm not employed by Twitch. I was never employed by Twitch. We had a legal contract for a partnership, and the contract stated that they could terminate the contract for reasons. The reasons would be, for example, hateful speech. Therefore, they have to prove that there was hateful speech performed on their site to terminate my contract. They can't just say you did it and then terminate the contract without evidence. You have to prove that the wrongdoing happened. They refused to. They literally told me, we don't have to tell you. Yes, you do. I could have sued them and won. But what's the point? I can just go somewhere else and continue on with my life, and I'll have to go through a years-long legal battle, right? But I was never employed by them. We had a legal agreement for a partnership agreement. That's different than what you're thinking of employment. At-will employment does not apply to anyone who's streaming on on Twitch. And Still Splinter did a €5 super chat saying you'll need to be home or have a code to have your PS5 Pro delivered. I had a similar predicament recently. Well, that kind of sucks. If that's the case, we might have issues because, like I said, I cannot be home on the 7th. No matter what. Like, I have multiple appointments and things I need to do that day, and I probably won't even be home till much later in the day. So unless they deliver it, like, really early in the morning, I'm kind of boned, I guess. Again, I guess we'll have to see, because I'm not going to get any information about it shipping until later this week. So, anyway, I just got asked, let's see here, will I be playing the new LEGO Horizon Adventures at the end of the month? I don't know. It's a possibility, but with all the stuff that I'm currently doing and juggling, excuse me, I'd be very curious, how much time I'm going to have to do stuff. End of this month, as you know, which we're going to start to discuss right now. So right now, we need to focus on what am I doing this week? Am I playing Veilguard or not? Or am I focusing on Life is Strange and Call of Duty and finishing Sonic, right? And then PS5 Pro and Slitherhead. Is that the focus? Or do we want to try Veilguard? Because I can try Veilguard if people want. All right? But outside of that, we got to figure out what we're going to do at the end of the month. You know, Thanksgiving this year is... It looks like... Is it Thursday the 28th? I think it's always... Is it not? It is the 28th. I had to confirm. So, yes, Thursday the 28th. The final Thursday of the month is Thanksgiving. And then, Friday the 29th is Black Friday. There you go. So, we got to figure out what we want to do on Friday the 29th. Is it just a normal day? Or do we do a marathon? If we do a marathon, what do we do? Because the last few years, I did the Adpocalypse reacting stream. The first year, it did well. Last year, it didn't. Last year, it really slowed down, and people didn't really care that much about it. So I'm down to just do regular streams that day if you want. Or we could do something Black Friday related. Black Ops on Black Friday. I don't know. What do you think? We have to talk about it, figure that out. Oh, one final thing, and I'm glad I checked the calendar. Ladies and gentlemen, big announcement. This is stupid, but you need to know it. Daylight saving time, I think, ends or begins, whichever it is, this coming Sunday for us here in the United States. Okay? What does that mean? It means our clocks fall back 1 hour as of Sunday, the 3rd of November. How will this affect my streams? It means my streams will begin 1 hour later than usual and will run 1 hour later than usual. Okay? Just so you know, I won't be here at the usual time on Sunday. I'll be here an hour later, and then hopefully you'll join me for an hour later on each stream. Undoubtedly, what will happen, people will be here at the wrong time. I guarantee it. The good news is, because it's an hour later, you won't miss an hour of the stream. In the spring, that's when we spring ahead, and that's when you miss an hour. In this case, you'll just be here an hour early if you forget, so it won't be that big of a deal. Fair enough. And also the good news is, on YouTube, now because I'm doing this new app plugin or OBS plugin to dual stream instead of that restream.io site, which was a waste of time and money. Now I can set my YouTube streams up early. So I can set them up with the actual proper time attached, so you'll know exactly when that stream is going to start ahead of time. So hopefully there won't be any confusion. Okay? Good boy. Kitty today. You've been a good kitty today, yes. Okay. Apocalyptic style games, because Black Friday is the downfall of society with people punching each other. Zombies on Black Friday. Black Friday zombies marathon with various people. Maybe I could get different groups of people to play zombies. Huh. Maybe. Let's think about that. Void, I have no idea. Because I don't even know where you live, Void. I think in Europe, didn't Europe already change their clocks? You guys changed your clocks a couple days ago, didn't you? So you guys are already doing the daylight thing. Now we're doing it, so now it screws everything up again. Yeah, I don't know. It's incredibly annoying. Incredibly confusing. So, yeah, so we have not changed our clocks yet in the United States. We changed them this Sunday the 3rd. So I will be here an hour later and streaming an hour later on all of my streams. Do you see how dumb this is? Why the hell does everyone do it differently? If the whole world did it together, it wouldn't even be a big deal. But we don't, right? We're all confused and screwed up. I don't know. So anyway, I got to remember that too. I'm going to get an extra hour of sleep Sunday night. That's always good. Cool. You live in the Pacific Northwest? Well, then, yeah, all of our clocks change Saturday night into Sunday. Yeah, I know. Iron Chef Sakai says, if you try cleaning up your goals, it looks like you can't fit another letter. We actually have days where it went, whoop, it actually went too far, and I couldn't fit it on the screen. That's happened. But hey, I'm grateful. Thank you guys for your support. I mean, let's take a look. We're at 76 likes. Let's get that up to 100 likes on YouTube, guys. I'm about to start with Call of Duty gameplay. By the way, Nuketown's going to be great, I hope. Wow, tons of super chats, tons of members there. And we had a good amount of tips so far today already. Kick, we only had 1 sub. So Kick is what's dragging their feet today. But by the way, I told you guys earlier, I have all new animations for Kick. If you gift memberships, if you gift subs on Kick, or if you become a sub on Kick, I have animations for you now. So every contribution gets an animation now. Everything. Memberships, gifted memberships, super chats, tips, subs, and gifted subs all get animations on my stream. I got it all set up for this month. We're good to go. All right? Cool. What's up, Jade? How are you today, man? Welcome. You're here for Call of Duty? It should be insane. Whenever we play Nuketown in this game, it's insane. I'm happy I have the rifle. I have the marksman rifle with the scope now. That's perfect for Nuketown. So, this should be good. Hopefully I get insane kill streaks today. Find out. All right. We're good to go? How many Founders badges are left? Still 40-something. Still 40-something. We have over 50 Founders subs on Kick, which means people who paid for their sub outright. There's 50-some people. And, yeah, there's over 40 left, so tons left for this month. I didn't say sniper rifle. I said marksman rifle. But actually, sniper rifle usually works well on Nuketown as well. Jade, we actually weren't covering drama. We were doing a news story. That was a news story about Twitch. That was not drama. Trust me, that was not me going after review tech or something like that. You just came in the middle of the story. You didn't know what was going on. Okay. Anything? Are we good, guys? We good? Covered all the topics today. So happy November, everyone. Happy American Thanksgiving. We're going to have a fun month with tons of games. PS5 Pro, right? Awesome events. We're going to do some kind of an event at the end of the month. We just don't know what yet. We got to work on what games I'm actually playing because we got so much going on right now, right? Pretty crazy. Thank you all for the crazy amount of support. I appreciate that. And tomorrow, I'm not here. Remember that. I'm not here tomorrow, but I am back on Sunday. So on Sunday, I'll talk about all the happenings from when I wasn't here yesterday or Saturday. Game news, tell you about how today went with our current games. Hopefully we can actually figure out what games we're playing for this week, because obviously there's some uncertainty there, and go from there. Thank you all so very much for your support. I appreciate you all, and I will see you all on Sunday.